sports. It's the 49ers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. DJ Jones able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. To try again after the sack. Jackson, now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, James Prochet. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of the Super Bowl. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the gun on third down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Mohamed Sanu with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they're going to start it. He's brought down at the 11. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 21 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Niners continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone. Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sport. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s. Here, the problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
On 1st down, Lance getting it out left side to Sanu. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Here's Sermon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance out to his left. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
14-yard line, second and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Ayuk to return it. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect him.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Mohamed Sanu. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Being chased out left.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dobbins.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end, with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A beautiful fake. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With them leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. Flush to his right. Finding room inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bosa. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And the San Francisco